This is absolutely an all-star, high-energy event. The 7th Hide-and-Seek Masters Tournament. A brand new map, unlocking an astronomical observatory abandoned for years. In this episode, 6 horrors must hide here, from a 1-hour hunt by the hunter. During this time, each person can bring one prop. The winning players will receive a reward of 100,000 rubles. Not only are the horrors experienced experts, even the hunter is a winner from a previous hide-and-seek tournament. Let's enjoy their performance. Player number 1, Polina. As the queen of hide-and-seek, she understands that the most dangerous place is the safest. The prop she brought is a false panel to extend the staircase. The recess inside is just enough for her to hide in. For her own comfort, she specially prepared a pillow and an oxygen tank. The most impressive part is, she also placed a piece of carpet over her camouflage to prevent the hunter from discovering any clues by stepping on it. Truly, details determine success or failure. Player number 2, Natalia. During her preliminary scouting, she discovered a changing room full of decorations resembling crow feathers. So, she had a custom-made, matching, crow feather ghillie suit made overnight. Good gear must be paired with good makeup. She painted her entire face black and used a ladder to hide in a high corner, blending directly into the darkness. Player number 3, Grisha. As a veteran player with 2.5 years of practice, he found out in advance that the hunter, just like you in front of the screen, gets sleepy as soon as he sees a book. So, based on the window's dimensions, he built a model bookshelf. After climbing onto the windowsill, he used the model to cover himself. Finally, all he has to do is enjoy the beautiful scenery, breathe the fresh air, and wait for victory. But then, he suddenly thought of a fatal mistake. The chair he used to climb onto the windowsill still had his clear footprints on it, so he had to redo his camouflage, erase the traces he left, and move the table and chair so that the arrangement of items in the room looked more logical. It's that saying again. Experts pay attention to the details. Player number 4, Sasha. He was practically born for hide-and-seek. During scouting, he discovered that almost every room had a breaker box. So, he brought a breaker box door. With his small stature, he could easily hide inside the wall. Then, after covering it with the door, not even a god could find him. Player number 5, Dima. He found that many doors in the basement had been sealed from the outside. So he also wanted to create a secret room for himself. Coincidentally, there was a small hole in an adjacent room that led to the library upstairs. Without hesitation, he sealed the door, went to the hole in the library, and squeezed into the secret room. Then he used old books to cover the hole. Now, his only regret is not managing his weight better. Player number 6, Anton, went to the kitchen. He planned to hide inside the stove. For this hiding spot, he even hollowed out the bottom of a pot. Then he got inside the stove and pulled hard on a hook to make the stove fit more tightly against the wall. The finishing touch was a layer of chestnuts covering the top of the pot. It's hard to tell that there's a grown man hiding under the chestnuts. With that, all players have finished hiding. Night falls. The hunter appears as a hunter who was a previous horror champion. He is well aware of the player's hiding methods. He doesn't miss any potential hiding spot, even a small cardboard box. Soon, he arrived at the room where Sasha was hiding. But just as he entered, he heard the sound of coughing from outside. The excited hunter, thinking a horror had revealed themselves, turned and chased after it. Little did he know, this sound was from a speaker Sasha had placed in advance. The goal was to confuse the hunter. Clearly, Sasha has mastered the art of war. The hunter, having failed to find the hidden person, searched his way to the library. He was immediately drawn to the table. Having all the books piled under the table was just too strange. So he moved the table and discovered the hole to the basement. Although he found it very suspicious, due to the lack of time, he decided to search other places first and come back to this suspicious spot last. The unsuccessful hunter returned to Sasha's room. As soon as he entered, the coughing sound started again. Being sharp, he immediately deduced it was a distraction, and that the operator must be in this room. But after searching everywhere, even checking the breaker box, he still found nothing. As he was about to leave in disappointment, a memory of his previous searches flashed through his mind. The other breaker boxes clearly showed the broken insides and exposed wires, but this box was sealed up tight. Sensing something was wrong, he checked the breaker box again. Aha! Ah! And so Sasha, because of his own clever trick, was the first to be eliminated. After a successful find, the hunter's confidence surged. He stepped on Polina's staircase and went to the second floor, arriving in Natalia's room. While shocked by the black feathers filling the room, he didn't forget to search. But Natalia's camouflage was too good. Even when the light shone on her face, the hunter didn't spot her. Having found nothing upstairs, the hunter once again stepped on Polina's staircase and came to Grisha's room. At this moment, Grisha was shaking with fear. Luckily, the hunter has an aversion to books. Although he felt something was off with the bookshelf, he just tapped on it here and there, without checking if the books were real. Grisha survived thanks to his excellent intel. Growing a bit anxious, the hunter came to the kitchen. After a brief search, he found no clues. Even after picking up the chestnuts, he didn't suspect the pot held a big secret. He didn't spare the garbage room next door either. Although it didn't seem like a place someone would hide, he didn't want to miss a single corner. Just as he was getting into the search, a sound caught his attention. It turned out that the old stove, unable to bear Anton's weight, was making noise. Following the sound, Anton was quickly found as well. You can only say his luck was really bad. With little time left, the hunter, having searched the entire map, could only return to the library. He went down into that suspicious basement, and just like that, your little cutie Dima was also found. The hunting time is over. 3 players have not been found. Polina excitedly bangs on the lid above her head when the hunter saw her hiding spot. His face was full of shock, because he had no idea how many times he had passed by there. Amidst his shock, he gave Polina a big thumbs up, and when he came to Grisha's spot, he was even more frustrated. If only he had reached out to check the books. Grisha certainly wouldn't have won so easily. And Natalia was top tier. Even after she started talking to the hunter, it was still hard to spot her. It has to be said, this episode's horrors were truly all-stars. Let's congratulate the winners. And the old question remains, if you were the hunter, could you have found this episode's horrors? Anyway, I couldn't find a single one.